shutdown ain't over? Who got y'all feeling like that? Who got y'all feeling like that? The government shutdown is not over. I don't care what the New York Times says. All they ever did was drag the body off the street so the Christmas lights don't look awkward. That's all it was. If this was really over, they wouldn't have stamped an expiration date on the side of it. Do you get what I'm saying? January 30th is not a date they'll make a budget. It's a timer for a bomb, and we're in a bomb shelter while they get to argue over who twists the detonator at us. They said it was about helping Americans, though. I know they said that. But think deeper. Think deeper for 1 second. Those 40 days of missed income is a lifetime for a poor household. Right? They said it was necessary, but the damage didn't pause, it metastasized. Right? That's all it really did. They said workers will get back pay, but contractors will go hungry, caretakers go broke, children lose stability. The children lose stability that a check in January won't resurrect. I'm just telling you the facts, right? They said benefit to continue, but SNAP was throttled into a humanitarian crisis. They turned SNAP into a humanitarian crisis. Mothers choosing between food and heat. That's what happens. While politicians debated photo ops, debated what Chuck Schumer was going to say. They said credit damage can be fixed, but your rent had a longer conversation with your landlord, didn't it? It sure did. It had a longer conversation with your landlord than Congress had with each other. Your credit card did not care about that furlough. It sure didn't. It cared about the minimum payment. And they said this is behind us, but January is right in front of us, like a cliff pretending to be on the calendar. I want you to understand, if the government really reopened, if y'all are so right, why does every household still look like the shutdown never left? Why does it still look like that? Why is January already preloading the same pain? Why is the fuel set to 50 days instead of a fiscal year? Why is every agency whispering freeze everything until the next collapse? Why are they all saying that? Why do workers still feel like they're being budgeted around an earthquake? Because this wasn't a reopening. They did not reopen. It was an intermission. The crisis is on a lunch break. I want you to really sit with this, right? Picture this. A house catches on fire. The fire department hoses it for 10 minutes, just long enough to keep it from collapsing before Christmas pictures, right? And then they leave. The smoke keeps rising. The beams keep cracking. And the fire keeps breathing beneath those walls. And when you tap the front door, guess what you read on the note? We'll be back January 30th. That's what they said. That is what they said to you. Right after you just watched the smoke rise up in that house. They did not put that fire out. In fact, they just scheduled the next one. So we're going to speak with no euphemism. I'm going to be straightforward with y'all. 40 days is long enough to ruin someone. Someone is ruined right now, right? Credit scores that have fallen through trap doors, savings that are evaporating, rent that got renegotiated with the threat standing behind it. That's what happened in real life. In real life, staff families were pushed into emergency mode. Mental health cracked. Contractors lost 2 months of income they'll never get back. That's just what happened. Right, I'm going to tell you what else happened. Federal workers lived in a form of suspended animation. That's what they lived in. And now the country's being told, relax, it's handled. Handle where? I'm looking for it. Handle how? By who? Who's even doing something? January is not a return to normal. I don't want you to even think about it because the shutdown never ended. It never ended. January is the same fist you just escaped coming back with brass knuckles. That's what it really is. I'm just telling you the facts right now. So if they can pin you down for 40 days at once, hear me right quick. If they can pin you down for 40 days at once, what makes you think January isn't the rematch they've been waiting for? What makes you think that ain't the case? I'm just being honest. You survived the shutdown, that's cool. But the shutdown really hasn't stopped. It really hasn't stopped. It stepped out of the room and just to let the bomb keep ticking for a little while longer. That's where we are right now. So I want you to sit with that while all these people try to take credit and act like the shutdown ended. The shutdown is not over. It's not. It's just a 2-round match. So hope y'all got a better understanding of it. Because in reality, I'm telling you, it pissed me off, but I understand why it pissed me off so much. It's because we about to go back to back with the same shit.
America, your digital ID brought to you by the World Economic Forum. So the World Economic Forum has now announced a digital ID for everybody in the world. And this digital ID would be used to track everything you do online, get a job, travel the world, and even your health care. Yeah, what could possibly go right? So let's take a look at what the World Economic Forum says about digital ID from the World Economic Forum's own website. And when you see this, holy fuck, we're all screwed. So this is from the World Economic Forum's own website on their digital ID that they want to implement throughout the world. Let's take a look at all the facets of the digital ID and what they want to bestow upon the population of the world. First of all, financial services, digital IDs to open bank accounts and carry out online financial transactions, followed by food and sustainability for farmers and consumers to verify produce and to enhance the value and traceability of supply chains. Don't forget travel and mobility. You can use your digital ID to book trips and go through borders. I'm sure you'll have to have it at some point. Here you go, humanitarian response. Access services to demonstrate qualifications to work in a foreign country. So I guess borders are gone with it when it comes to work. E-commerce, there's your digital ID to shop and conduct business transactions and payments online. Here's a fun one, social media platforms. To use your digital ID for social interactions to access third-party services that rely on social media logins. So a digital ID to get online so they can track every fucking word you say. Then, of course, they'll arrest you for hate speech.
To anonymity on social media. In our countries, no one can walk the streets with a mask on their face or drive a car without a license plate. No one can send packages without showing an ID or buy a hunting weapon without giving their name. And yet, we are allowing people to roam freely on social networks without linking their profiles to a real identity. This paving the way for misinformation, hate speech, and cyber harassment, because it is facilitating the use of bots, and it is allowing people to act without being held accountable for their actions. Such an anomaly cannot continue. In a democracy, citizens have the right to privacy, not to anonymity or impunity, because with those two, social coexistence would be impossible. That is why I believe we must push forward the principle of pseudonymity as the functioning element of social media, and force all these platforms to link every user account to an European digital identity wallet. This way, citizens could use nicknames if they want, but in the case of a crime, public authorities will be able to connect those nicknames to real people and hold them responsible. Because accountability is not an obstacle to freedom of speech. It is an essential complement to it.
What we are saying, we have to create the rules for globalization. Globalization needs rules. It has to be...
And who would make those rules and who will make sure those are observed?
That's a big problem which we have in the world. We have a lack of global governance.
Right.
If we look at the UN, if we look at the G8, at the international organizations, they are not enough. We need more institutions to develop global rules. But I would add, those global rules should be not only be developed by governments, but by civil society. We are living in an empowered world today, and business has a role to play.
Limit and shock
for them to, for everything that's happening to them. So let's continue this video.
National Guard members were shot in Washington, D.C. this week, one of which was tragically killed. Donald Trump and Stephen Miller have been working overtime to essentially put together a plan to limit immigration to the United States of America, while also literally exporting many individuals here in the United States of America through multiple processes, including denaturalization and more. And right now, the language that is being used in the Department of Homeland Security is language that we would be seeing from far-right Germany in the 1940s. As a Jew, as someone who is the great-grandson of Holocaust survivors, this is exactly the type of language that was used by Hitler and other far-right fascists in Germany leading up to the ultimate Holocaust. Now, I want your help, so like, comment, share, and subscribe. Spread the word because people need to know this right now. So Donald Trump is now calling for the removal of anyone who is not a, quote, net asset to the United States or is incapable of loving our country. You don't just remove people because they don't love our country. And all federal benefits and subsidies to non-citizens of our country, quote, denaturalize migrants who undermine domestic tranquility. I want to take a pause. Denaturalization is the process of stripping citizenship away from individuals in the United States of America who have gained citizenship through the legal process. The standard to denaturalize someone, and we're going to get into it, has nothing to do whether or not they, quote, undermine domestic tranquility. That phrase never appears in any law or in any court case, has nothing to do with denaturalization, and yet that is the phrase that will be used by Stephen Miller in this White House to remove people who they disagree with. Let's continue. Deport any foreign national who is a public charge, security risk, or non-compliance with Western civilization. Non-compliance with Western civilization. What does that mean? Well, that means to make America more white. These goals will be pursued with the aims of achieving a mass reduction in illegal and disruptive populations. What populations is he talking about? People who don't look like him? People who are brown? People who are black?
Yup, and that's exactly what it's coming down to. So, like we said, man, the time's coming ahead is about to get real critical. You know what I'm saying?
Shalom, shalom, Israel. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise unto YAHAWAH, BaHashem, YAHAWASHI, BaHashem, Rakwakkwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles, great millstone, and shalom to my Akim Wakwathim, who are diligently waiting to be delivered from this final captivity. This is Brother Kawagub coming at you with another lesson. Today's lesson, it's on a lot of this stuff because this is all serious things. First thing, well, this is not what I first showed you, but this is the first thing I kind of want to talk about, which it is DJT wanting to strip citizenships from Americans. Like, that's that is hilarious. But it's also like, this is like, oh, hold on, there was one more video where he, oh yeah, here, this was it.
And they are from places around the globe, certainly Afghanistan.
Here, he banned travel. Okay, let's read this instead. Trump's list nations banned from U.S. now. List of countries where foreign nationals face restricted entry. So you can't, if you are from this list of countries, you cannot come into America, basically. All right. And this is a good amount of this is literally just petty. I'm not gonna lie, this is crazy. But yeah, Haiti is a part of it. Like, that's Cuba. I don't really understand Cuba, but Somalia, Afghanistan, Iran, a lot of the Middle Eastern countries and stuff like that. Yeah, that's basically what is going on. So you see what they are trying to do with their planning, and well, maybe not entirely, but you see a bit of it in how their mindset is going on right now, where it's very restrictive, and their intentions are, what's it called? Their intentions are, making America more white. Very clearly, okay, as we saw in this, where is it, this video right here. All right, so now they just think that, oh well, it doesn't matter if these people are legal citizens, we're just going to take that away from them. I don't think he said natural born citizens, but he did say citizens that have successfully migrated into it. So yeah, basically something to take note of. And then you have this whole government shutdown, and again, like, this is all well, first off, let's get this. Matthew 24 verse 7, for nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. This is the build up towards, oh, hold on, because I hope I have another video. Basically, oh yeah, I think this is it. And this is why I try to have all these different things. I'm gonna let this video play so you can see this. Bear with me. I'm gonna let mute myself right now, and you can.
Amen. And we're being driven out. You come here. For white Americans. Amen. And we're being driven out. You come here and you marry 4 or 5 women and you outbreed us. You change the laws. You make all of our country look like the places that you fled from. We don't want you here. Respectfully, get the fuck out of my country. I don't want you here. Stay out of here. Stay out of here. This is our country. And the people, the veterans, the World War II veterans, there's blood has soaked for our constitutional republic are taking a look around Europe. They're taking a look around America, and they're saying, what the hell did we fight for? We have been taken over without a single shot fired. You guys are outbreeding insidious parasites on the American way of life. You will never look like us. You will never eat like us. You won't build buildings like us. You are nothing. You can build nothing. Just like President Trump's great American friends have said. You guys are not us, and get the fuck out. America first. America only. God bless America. Jesus is king. 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 Let me grab my paper. Jesus is king. Jesus is king. Christ is king. Keep your hands on me. There's no reason to put your hands on me. Jesus is king. Christ is king. Christ is king. America first. I live in Detroit. I'll be here tomorrow. How about that? We're coming to make sure you Muslims don't take over. What are you going to do? 2 million Muslims feel safe in America. Go. Keep walking. Let's go. Keep walking. Let's go. You're done. Let's go. Surrender. We will not back down. This is what Muslim America wants us to do. They want us to cower. Christians, stand up. Stand tall. America, across this country, rise up just like you did today. It's time to get clear. What our founding fathers do. You asked for that.
This right here is not religious freedom, but this is forcing religion on a whole entire city. Dearborn, Michigan has the Muslim call to prayer over 5 times a day, and there's zero outrage. Imagine if Christians broadcasted prayers over city speakers 5 times a day. I guarantee people would be so offended at this, but since it's Islam, no one wants to say anything because they don't want to offend anyone. I don't know about you, but I'm not going to sit back and let America get overtaken by Islamic extremists.
Violence coming out of Dearborn, Michigan, when patriots are showing up to confront the Muslim community. In one part of this video, they attempt to burn the Quran. In another part of this video, they are slapping a pound of uncooked pork on top of the Quran. Again, take a look at this video, and then I'm going to come back and tell you exactly what I see.
If you think for a second that the citizens of the United States of America are just going to roll over and let you hijack this country, that is never, ever going to happen on our watch. Your Muslim mayor in Dearborn, Michigan asked for this. He wanted to be in the spotlight and receive all this attention. Well, congratulations, sir. Now you just woke up a sleeping giant. Donald Trump is our president of the United States of America, and he absolutely recognizes that we have a problem. The videos of infiltration, the videos of taking over, the videos coming out that Americans are dumb and stupid, we're uneducated, and we're not smart enough to protect our political positions. No more Republicans and no more Democrats. Either you're an American and you are on the side of the United States of America, or you are not. But if you think this country is for the taking, you are sadly mistaken, and we will protect our freedoms and our sovereignty over here in the United States of America.
So yeah, basically you saw that this, I think, I've been looking for, I mean, I don't remember if I made a list on this, but whatever, I still think it's appropriate to use. But the thing here is you see that now Esau has beef with not just us, but also I think Ishmael. I think that's what they're called. I forgot because I barely even care about them. But basically Ishmael, all right, where Esau has always had beef with Amalek, but now he has beef with Ishmael because of all the stuff, the way that they're incorporating. As a matter of fact, hold on, I noticed that Ishmael has been very involved, I guess, in Babylonian business. Like that's something that I just now realized, and these Edomites are very pissed off about that, apparently. But yeah, like this is as a result of this, this is something to take note of, I guess, where we are going to see this. 2 Ezra chapter 15 verse 16, for there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another, they shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. And the stuff about this is that all this has been the setup. This has been the setup, like the Lord is setting everything up to go. No, that's not it. That's not it. Hold on. It's first chapter, Habakkuk chapter. No, it's Habakkuk. I put in Baruch. It's Habakkuk. Habakkuk chapter 2 verse 3. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. Basically, we're seeing all these different prophecies coming out. We're seeing all the build up to the prophecies coming out, and we are acknowledging that yes, this needs to happen. Yes, this all needs to drive more and more towards what's the word I'm looking for? Driving more and more towards towards basically the end, I guess. The end. All right, let's just say the end. So as a result of that, we're seeing this, we're observing all these different things, we're reporting on these different things, because it's very important to know, okay, what does the scriptures say? Second Ezra chapter. No, it's Second Ezra chapter 9. Why am I misspelling that? Am I misspelling that? It doesn't look like I'm misspelling it, but whatever. 2 Ezra chapter 9 verse 1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the times past which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. So as a result of that, what that means is that we are observing how YAHAWASHI is basically pushing forward the end, and this is an accumulation of basically everything that's been going on. All right. So what we see is over here, Esau ready for, because we already read Matthew 24:7 where it says nation shall rise against nation. So we see Edomites rising up against Jake. We see Edomites rising up against Ishmael. The next one, we see this where Esau is trying to push denaturalization on what's it called, immigrants that legally get there. So all that complaining about, oh, we want you guys to come here legally, and apparently, oh, there was another video where I had done where they there were these right wingers that basically they will follow whatever DJT says. Like, it doesn't matter if he said or does something wrong, they will literally justify it. I'm gonna get that video for you. Because it was pretty wild. I guess let's go over here. Bear with me one moment so I can try to get this. Is this it? Bear with me a moment. I'm trying to look for. Alright, so that's not it. Okay, I think this might be it. Oh, I think this might be it. Oh no, here it is. Okay, here.
Let's say you're right. I'll grant that you're right, and he's on the list and all the things.
I don't know why this is on. Oh, it okay.
Listen.
Here it is.
Let's say you're right. I'll grant that you're right, and he's on the list and all the things, and you're right about all the accusations you've been making. Why is it wrong that he did those things?
Are you asking me why it's wrong to rape children?
Yeah, I need you to tell me why it is wrong in your eyes to do that. Yes. Do you need me to repeat it? Can you not hear me? Do you have too many cocks in your ears, or what's up? Why is it wrong? Is that too hard of a question? You can mute me with the background noise if you want. I'm ready to hear your answer.
It's happening. It's actually happening.
That pearl clutching is so beta. Why don't you actually answer the question?
It's actually happening. He's calling me a pearl clutcher for saying that child rape is wrong.
No, because I asked the question. Why are you?
I didn't think this one would happen. You know, we see it often. They'll say that something's wrong, and then Trump will do it, and then they'll defend it. Did that with J6. Did that with the J6 pardons. Did that with the Medicaid cuts. Did that with the SNAP cuts. Just didn't think they'd do it with child rape.
Obfuscating. Let's just get to the fucking point, bro.
I just.
So, Slakia. So basically, yeah, you basically heard that. He was just ready to accept and justify. Slakia, just like he was just ready to accept and justify something that people already acknowledge and say, hey, this is not good. But and I'm not gonna say because I don't think I can, nor do I think it's wise for me to even just utter the phrase. But yeah, basically he was just he just does not care. He just justifying it, and you can basically get away with this type of behavior, this type of mindset, this type of whatever, simply because, oh, well, my leader did it, so it's fine, or what's it called, did it, so who cares, like, whatever, like, and that's the thing that I've been saying. Initially, and I'm pretty sure if you went to one of the proper video about it, I literally talk about it and say how if you Slocky, I can't let this play. Basically, when it comes to the whole alphabet stuff, they've basically been constantly and consistently allowing things gradually. Like at first, it started off with just the first 2 letters of the alphabet, and then it just continues to grow and grow and grow, and then it's like, okay, well, like where's the limit? All right, so when are they gonna say, okay, well, this is love is not love and all this stuff like that? But when you also have people, and by the way, what I'm about to say, it is openly like publicized. Like, people literally openly accept this, and not only accept this socially, but they also accept it like not necessarily accept it, but like some people, whatever. Anyway, people openly act like this way, and it basically, you have the whole thing with the furries and stuff like that, when it's like, what are you? You can just look it up yourself, but that's basically a major thing. So then, as a result of that, you have the not necessarily transitional thing, but the translation of, if it's a fake, you know what? If it's a fake furry, then what's the real life equivalent? And you also have people that actually partake in these types of activities. Okay, I literally have seen, I think I actually did a video on it, where now they're just continuing to go down the line, and literally then soon, Slakia, not soon, but as long as if this society continues to go on, what's going to happen is that there's not going to be, nothing's going to be off limits. Okay, you're going to have I'm trying to think of a different term. You're going to have a monster reborn able to be able to do that. All right, you're going to be able to do literally anything. All right, anything, all that stuff. But Yahawadah, the society does not last that long. But anyway, continuing on. Where was I? Revelation chapter 12, verse 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. Basically, Esau knows that his time is running out, and he's trying to be more desperate. Okay, so that's why we're measuring these times, and we're seeing how these devils are reacting. Okay, so that's why we have patience and know, okay, what YAHAWASHI is almost there. We're almost done. We don't need to be here too much longer. So with that, I pray this lesson was edifying. I want to give all honor, glory, and praise unto YAHAWAH, SHAMAIWAN, HAITIANS, double honors to the elders and apostles, great millstone, abad, ball, and shalom.